Cursive, and in this video we're gonna go through attacks and weapon charging in Elder Scrolls Online. One of the cool things in this game is that you don't just depend on your abilities to damage or to do damage or heal or tank. Your weapon attacks also benefits you a lot. Light attacks are important in ESO, as each time you perform a light attack or a heavy attack, you will gain an 8-second buff, which grants ultimate, which is used for ultimate abilities. A light attack will always refresh this buff. So what's a light attack? If I This is my training dummy. This is my house in Elder Scrolls Online. I'm gonna go through housing later on in a future video, but let's say I'm gonna hit it with a light attack. You just click. This is a light attack. And what's the heavy attack? We just hold it, and there you go. This is a heavy attack. With the lightning staff, it looks more like like this channel with a fire an inferno staff, a fire staff. It looks like a bigger, I guess, firebolt, and with a light attack, it looks like a small firebolt. But yeah, but that's the idea. You click it, you get a buff. So I'm gonna click this. If you look at the bottom here, at my action bar, my abilities bar, this one is the ultimate, and then I'm gonna hit it once, and as you can see, the ultimate is going up, 33%, 34, 35, and so forth. And then it's gonna stop at some point. There you go. It's up to 36. What am I gonna do? I'm gonna DPS, and while I'm DPSing, I'm gonna squeeze in some light attacks, and it's just gonna keep going up and up and up. And once it's ready, I can use my ultimate ability. And my ultimate ability is now ready. I'm gonna click it, and it looks super cool with the destruction staff. There you go. Oh yeah. Then I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. As you can see, the bar is filling up again. 1%, 3%, and so forth. Oh, I just got an achievement. Cool. But yeah, that's the idea of this. Light attacks and heavy attacks also give you something cool, which is magicka. You know how in most MMOs, as you use skills and blah blah, you lose your mana. You end up running out. In this game, running out of magicka, if you're doing things sort of right and nothing really hectic is going on, people don't run out of mana. People don't run out of magicka. Like let's demonstrate here. So I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna I'm gonna just spam some abilities without using any. There you go. Now I'm at 68% magicka, right? I'm gonna use some attacks. This is a heavy attack. There you go. It's going up. This is all from the light and heavy attacks. So this is important for you to know. Another thing that you probably will not find out about unless you've read about it, or your friend who's probably introduced you to ESO has explained it to you, is that weapons have charge as well. So let's check the weapon here. So this is my lightning staff. There's a blue bar, a blue line right below where it says level 50 on it, right? So that blue line depletes, and when it depletes, your light attack and heavy attack sort of are kind of useless. So what you want to do is, every time you're about to run a dungeon, or every time if you're just questing, every day or two, just have a look here, check if it's close to depletion or deplete it. Just right click on it, and then charge. How do you charge it? You charge it using soul gems. You just click here and you charge, and it's going to fully charge all the way up to full. Um, Soul gems are items, or well, it's a soul gem that you get from when you do the first dungeon, your first daily dungeon of the day. You get a satchel, and that satchel gets sent to you in the mail. Oh, sorry. So it gets sent to you in the mail, and in that satchel you'll find a few items, and one of the attachments will be 5 soul gems. If you do any other subsequent dungeons in the same day, you get 1 soul gem. So getting soul gems is not difficult. It's very doable. That's how you get soul gems in this game. There are other ways to get them, is that you can buy them off of people. Aside from that, you could also go to the Mages Guild building, regardless of where it is. There's going to be a vendor. I think it's called a mystic vendor. And if you go to that vendor, you can buy soul gems. But I do believe that they're a tad expensive if you buy it from off a vendor. I wouldn't really worry about getting that. I'm guessing if someone is like a raider, if you're in a raid team, you're probably gonna end up, like wanting to stock up on it. I'm not entirely sure. When do people actually buy it from a vendor? I feel it's really unnecessary. I've never done it. I don't think I ever will. The stock that you get from dungeons are more than enough. They're not soul bound. You can mail them across your characters. Um, and yeah, and you use it as we demonstrated to charge your weapon, and also they are used to res people or res yourself where you've died. So if I die, if I'm questing or in a dungeon or whatever, and I die, I can choose to either res at the nearest way shrine, or I could use a soul gem and res where I've died, right where you've died, you res. Um, if you're in a boss fight, you can't use a soul gem to res. Someone needs to res you, and they res you using one of their soul gems. So if you're running around like in a major city or you're questing and you see a random person just lying dead, I would say don't waste your soul gem on them. They're probably just AFK. Like, just don't bother. They will just res whenever they're back. If you're doing a dungeon and someone dies in trash, again, don't bother. They can use a soul gem and res. Unless it's a tank and you're getting overwhelmed by trash, maybe that's when you want to res them. Because when you use a soul gem to res yourself, so if the tank uses a soul gem to res themselves, they're gonna be in a sort of like uh, um, like what, like a spiritual kind of like phase for like 5 seconds, and then they can start engaging in the fight again. So if you're getting overwhelmed with trash and a tank or a healer dies, maybe you wanna like res them. Obviously that would require some communication, so something like that people probably wouldn't do unless they're on Discord or something with each other. Um, but yeah, that's the idea of this. You just if someone's dead and you want to rest them, which is something that you will do if someone dies in a boss fight, just run to them, stand face them, click your action button, which is the default one is E if you're playing on a keyboard, and you see this and you hold the button, you see this little short cast bar happening, and they res. Um, that's it for the video, guys. If anyone has any questions, please go ahead and ask me in a comment. Feel free to, and please do like and subscribe if you've liked this video. Thank you very much, and bye bye.